Jananīṃ Śāradāṃ Devīṃ Ramakrishnaṃ Jagadgurum Pādapadmē Tayo Śritvā Pranamāmi Muhurmuhu Namah Shri Yatirājāya Vivekānanda Sūraye Satchit Sukasvarūpāya Swamine Tāpaharine. Dear devotees, in the previous Sunday, we have discussed about Sri Ramakrishna and his infinite grace. As already I told in my previous class, Sri Ramakrishna descended on this earth that itself shows his infinite grace, his infinite compassion towards all of us and humanity at large. Why? Because we have also come on this earth, but we don't have a choice. Because of our past actions, we are supposed to take birth till we attain realization or moksha or mukti. Whereas, in case of Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother Sharda Devi, Swami Vivekananda, they don't have any past lives. They don't have any prarabdha karmas, residue karmas. So they need not to come to this earth. On their own choice, they do descend on this earth to help the humanity, to save the humanity from all afflictions, from adversities, from unhappiness, so on. And also, we had discussed few incidents how Sri Ramakrishna had graced all of them. And among the so many incidents we had discussed, I had categorized all of them, the devotees or the spiritual aspirants, in the four: Arthaha, Jignasuhu, Artharti, and Jnani. Arthaha means the person who is in distress. So the people who are in distress, they do approach God for seeking his or her help. So such type of incidents, such type of people's incidents, how Sri Ramakrishna graced them, we have seen. Then Artharti, one who wants to be wealthiest person, richest person, he has got intense desire for money. For example, previous class we discussed about Upendra. Then Jignasu is the person who wants to know the truth about himself or about God or about the creation. So such a person also approaches God for his grace and for knowing the truth. Then Gnani. Gnani is a person who knows already intellectually, more or less, but he has to realize whatever he knows intellectually, he has to put into practice. It has to be the matter of the fact, matter of experience for him. Even such a person do approach God for his help, for his grace. So such type of incidents we had seen. Now, continuing, we will also try to discuss, or we shall try to know some more incidents in the lives of devotees or in the life of monks, how Sri Ramakrishna bestowed or showered his infinite grace on all of them. Now you are a devotee or a spiritual aspirant, may get a question. By knowing Sri Ramakrishna graced on Swami Vivekananda, what is the use for me? Sri Ramakrishna graced on Upendra, okay, fine. What is the use for me? Sri Ramakrishna is going to shower his grace on me. Maybe the question from pragmatic view or from pragmatic point of view, if you think. In a meditation, when we are initiated by our gurus, they give a mantra and also they ask us to meditate on Sri Ramakrishna's universal form, Sri Ramakrishna's divine form. That is what Rupa Dhyana. And there are other types of meditation also. The other type of meditation can be Guna Dhyana, means meditation on the qualities of Avatara Purusha. For example, whoever know Khandana Bhava Bandhana, Aratrikam, where evening prayer song, where every day in our ashramas we sing. Khandana Bhava Bandhana, Jagavandana, Vanditvamai. Jagavandana is adored by the entire universe. So how is Jagat Vandya? In the second line, Niranjana. He has got a blemishless character. He doesn't have any sin. He has not done any sin physically or mentally or intellectually or emotionally, ethically, morally, so on. So how he was the purest man in this world? So there are n number of incidents we can see in his life. That is called Guna. So Sri Ramakrishna has got infinite qualities. He has got infinite adjectives too. So whatever is possible, we can meditate on that, and we can link the life of Sri Ramakrishna, the life incidents of Sri Ramakrishna. That also can be a type of meditation. That is what Gunadhyana. The third is Leela Dhyana. For an example, I had told the story of Rasika previous time. When my mind is agitated, my mind has, due to some problems, a lot of emotional turbulence is happening in me. Now I want to meditate, I want to seek the blessings of Sri Ramakrishna. Whatever the Guru has told me to practice japam or upasana in the particular way, since my mind is turbulent now, I will not be able to meditate in that probably. Or even I will not be able to sit and listen to lecture. I will not be able to study the scriptures. Because from all these things, mind gets calmer, you see. Then you can do the Leela Dhyana. For example, Rasika, he was cleaning the Dakshineshwar campus, the temple complex. Sri Ramakrishna used to there, and Sri Ramakrishna used to meet a number of devotees. Rasika used to witness all these incidents. How blessed he is. If I would have been the Rasika, or even if I would have been one of the person who used to clean and mop the Dakshineshwar temple complex, I would have been blessed probably by seeing Sri Ramakrishna, by feeling the presence of Sri Ramakrishna. And how just like Shabri waited for Sri Rama for his coming. So similarly, Rasika also waited for the grace of Sri Ramakrishna. Every day used to sweep the Dakshineshwar complex, temple complex. And wherever Sri Ramakrishna used to go, more or less, the paths used to take utmost care, extra care. Why? There should not be a small twig also, a small pebble also, so that it may hurt Sri Ramakrishna. Such a care used to take. What a beauty. And one fine day, as I told already narrated incident, he went and caught the Sri Ramakrishna's feet and he cried. With his tears, he washed the feet of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, and Sri Ramakrishna blessed him at his frag end of his life. Sri Ramakrishna did appear to him and he granted emancipation or moksha or mukti or whatever. This is what Leela Dhyana is. The whole incident, when you can visualize, closing your eyes or opening, or even with the open eyes, when if you can visualize, this will give a lot of emotional support for us when we are in distress. Yes, Sri Ramakrishna is there even now. If we pray sincerely, Sri Ramakrishna do come. Sri Ramakrishna will shower his grace. By that, I will be able to come out from the sorrow. I'll be able to come out from the afflictions. I'll be able to come out from the problems. So this is what Leela Dhyana. To have such type of Leela Dhyana, we need to know different incidents happened in Sri Ramakrishna or Sri Ramakrishna, how he blessed all the devotees. Because it gives lot of faith in us that when we are in problem, Sri Ramakrishna is there because Sri Ramakrishna blessed such and such a person. So Sri Ramakrishna also will bless me. The fourth is the highest dhyana, Swarupa Dhyana. Who is Sri Ramakrishna? For example, the stotra, which is composed by none other than Swami Vivekananda, which again we sing during Aratrikam, during evening vespers. Om, Hreem, Rutam, Tvamachalo, Gunajit Gunebhya. Is the Omkara, which is the substratum, the entire world. Is that, and Hreem, again from the Shakti, is a Shakti, is a Prakriti. Rutam, the cosmic law. On the basis of this cosmic law, Rutam, the whole world is going on. If this Rutam is disturbed, the whole world gets destroyed. That's what the people say. Or the science, the intuitive people, they say, they have discussed a lot of that. And is the Rutam, is the cosmic law, they say, from the cosmic point of view, macrocosm point of view. And from Achala, Gunajit Gunedya, you have got infinite qualities. You are the substratum of all the qualities, and at the same time, you are above all these qualities. So this is what Swarupa Dhyana we can. I'm giving an example. So who is Sri Ramakrishna? He is the substratum of all. He is the creator, he is the sustainer, and he is the destroyer. He is the Paramatma, he is the supreme soul, supreme spirit, Parabrahma, Paramatma. This is what Swarupa Dhyana, which is highest dhyana, highest type of meditation. We can also do meditation. So when we hear Sri Ramakrishna's life, with respect to incidents, we can do either Rupa Dhyana, it may help, and Guna Dhyana, Leela Dhyana, Swarupa Dhyana. Either one of this, it will help to do all these things. And hearing again the life incidents of Sri Ramakrishna, it brings more and more faith, more and more devotion towards him. When I get more and more devotion, faith, there will be of no use for Sri Ramakrishna. It will be useful for us. The more and more you get devotion, you will be nearer to the God. The more and more when you are nearer to God, you will be getting away from the world. When I say that you are getting away from the world means you are getting away from the worldliness. When you are getting away from the worldliness means so much duality, so much pain, suffering will be reduced. When you go more near to God, when you come away from the world, what happens? You can be the peaceful person at any time or at all time. This is the beauty of devotion. That's why we have to listen to similar incidents or such type of incidents which has happened in life of Sri Ramakrishna or in the life of devotees. Having given this background, let us try to know some of the incidents. Meanwhile, in today's discourse, I had made a point that even today, Sri Ramakrishna is blessing so many devotees. Sri Ramakrishna is gracing so many devotees. Then, if you have carefully have heard my talk, you may ask, Swamiji, is there an instance where even today, present day, Sri Ramakrishna has showered his grace so that the people are benefited from that? Yes. Recently, I did hear a story from one of our monk from Nagpur Ashram. Nagpur, which is in Maharashtra and in India. A old widow lady, she comes from a rural background, from a village. She's illiterate and she doesn't have much money or she has not read anything. Somehow she got a portrait of Sri Ramakrishna and Holy Mother, and she had a suffering of old age problem. So Sri Ramakrishna, I think Sri Ramakrishna and Holy Mother, if my memory goes, Sri Ramakrishna had come in her dream saying that my children are there in the Nagpur. You go and tell my name, whatever the medical benefits you want, everything is taken care by my children. Now, this lady never knew who is Sri Ramakrishna, who is Holy Mother Sharda Devi, what is Ramakrishna Mutt, what is Ramakrishna Mission, and what type of services, philanthropic activities they do. Nothing she knows. Moreover, she doesn't know even the address of Ramakrishna Mutt in Nagpur, Maharashtra, India. Just by mere faith, because she had a vision of Sri Ramakrishna, and Ramakrishna told that my children are there serving the humanity, you go and you tell my name, they will serve you, they will help you, they will take care of you. So just taking the photo of Sri Ramakrishna and Holy Mother, whatever she had, a few coins or few rupees, she took and she boarded the bus. She got down in the Nagpur and she started asking, showing the Sri Ramakrishna's and Holy Mother's photo, do you know these people? Where are they? She doesn't know any address, she doesn't know who are they, etc. etc. Most of the people you see, even in India, they know who is Swami Vivekananda, most of them. But at the same time, lesser people know about Sri Ramakrishna, even still lesser people about Holy Mother Sharda Devi, which is unfortunate even. Many people said we don't know, many people said we don't know. Some people here and there said, yes, I think he's a guru of Sri Ram, means Swami Vivekananda. We have read in the textbooks, that's all, we don't know much. Then some, with asking so many people, one person said, yes, he is Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa and his divine consort of him is Holy Mother Sharda Devi. And then I want to see these people. Then he said, it is not possible because they were the teachers of Swami Vivekananda. They passed away maybe before a century. Then she narrated her incident. Then the person, he knew about Ramakrishna Mutt, though he was not a devotee or follower of Ramakrishna Mutt, he had heard about Ramakrishna Mutt. He said that, okay, there is a Ramakrishna Mutt after this person, you can go and try. They are doing a lot of service activities. So after searching so much, she got one person and he told that you go particular bus in the route, then you will get down at Dantoli, then you will be able to get it. You'll be able to go to Ramakrishna Mutt. Then after search, she got down at Dantoli and she comes to Ramakrishna Mutt. The Ramakrishna Mutt security guard, he asks, who are you? She says about her, and she said that She saw Sri Ramakrishna's picture and she says that he told me that I will be taken care here, so I'm coming here. Now imagine any person, if some person comes, they show the portrait of Sri Ramakrishna, and if they tell Sri Ramakrishna has told me that I should join here, I should take the medical service here. If someone, generally, if someone tells, immediately we don't believe it. We think that either they are mad, they have lost their mental balance, or they are lying. So similar thing happened with in her case also. The watchman, the security guard didn't believe it. He said nothing of that sort. He is no more. How can he come and in your vision? And how can he tell that you come here and you will take all the medical facilities? All nonsense, get out. Then she persuaded. Then a devotee saw that. A devotee asked her, "What is that?" When he heard that, he felt probably it may be true, and he brought her to a sadhu who was looking after dispensary. Then the Swamiji, the particular monk, he makes her to sit, he gives her water, food, and he hears what all things. And I hear how Sri Ramakrishna came in her dream. What did Sri Ramakrishna tell? How she know about Sri Ramakrishna, etc. After reading all that, he was assured that yes, Sri Ramakrishna had come in her dream and saying that whatever the medical facilities is required, it will be given by Ramakrishna Math, Dantoli, Nagpur, Maharashtra, India. Then he told, he with folded hands, "You are blessed, mother." Many people, they have renounced their lives. They have renounced their home and earth, and they have joined monastery. Day in and day out, they are thinking of Sri Ramakrishna, and they want his vision. They wanted his vision. They wanted his grace. They are waiting. But in your case, without doing anything, as externally appearing, Sri Ramakrishna came in your vision, in your dream, and he blessed you, and he has told that you will be taken care. How blessed you are. He felt very happy about her, and whatever the medical necessity was there, everything was taken care. Medical checkups were done, and whatever the medicines were required, it was given for 1 or 2 or 3 months, and she was sent. If anything is there, please do come, we will help you. So even today, Sri Ramakrishna's grace is being showered on the people or on his devotees. Only we need faith. Only we should make ourselves fit. A devotee asks, "Holy Mother, I'm doing so much japam, so much meditation, so many thousands of japam. Every day I'm counting my beads. Why Sri Ramakrishna is not appearing to me?" Immediately, mother becomes little angry, annoyed. Is it that a barter system? Because you do every day 5,000 japam for 1 year, so many thousands of japam you have done. So that means what Sri Ramakrishna should come and bless you? Is that a barter system? That I give so much money and you give so much goods, like that you do so much japam and Sri Ramakrishna should come and give a vision, or Sri Ramakrishna should come and bless? No. It is his grace. It is his wish. Whenever he wishes, he will come and give his darshan, give his vision for you. And she continues, Holy Mother continues, that how is the grace of Lord, she gives an example of a small child. Probably I narrated even the similar incident in my previous class also. That a kid have got a toy with her. Now, it doesn't have any much of value. It may be a 1 cent or 2 cent or 10 cents. Just to play, I will say, I will give 100 cents. Why don't you give this toy? Or 100 euros. Why don't you give this toy? The baby or kid says, no, I want this. I like this so much. I will not give. And you pester her so much, and you tempt her with the chocolates, with the toffees, with the different things. Please, you give the small toy, which was of no value actually. The kid says, no. Whereas a person comes, the kid loves him. So without asking, she gives the toy into his hands, and happily the kid goes away. The person who was trying for all the while to take the toy from her hand, he didn't get. Whereas the person unaskingly, the kid gave the toy for that particular person, and the kid walked away. So Holy Mother says, such is divine grace. So we don't know when the divine grace falls upon us, in what way, in what manner. Then why should we do japam? Why should we do meditation? Why should we do spiritual practices? Holy Mother continues that because we are supposed to do japam, we are supposed to do meditation, we are supposed to do penance, we are supposed to do spiritual practices just to make the fit instrument. Our body Our mind we should make fit to receive the grace of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, to receive the grace of Lord. So to make this instrument, body and mind fit to receive the grace of Lord, we are trying to do all spiritual practices. Because you do a lot of spiritual practices, there is no guarantee, or it is not that God should come. So that is the grace. That's how the grace falls upon you. That's what Holy Mother says. So we can see very clearly in this old granary case. In this life, at least as we know, she might not have done tapas or penance. Probably she would led a purest life, or she might have helped the people. Her in her previous birth, she has done a lot of penance. That's why her instrument was fit. Sri Ramakrishna graced her. So similarly, there is a beautiful incident in the life of Kalipada Ghosh. Here, there are three types of devotees: Sattvic devotees, Rajasic devotees, and Tamasic devotees. Sattvic devotees, whatever the scriptures prescribe, in that particular way, they do penance and they don't show their spiritual practices externally. Covering the screen, covering the mosquito curtain, they do the spiritual practices. And the second type of people are Rajasic people. They do little show, but they do spiritual practices with the right intention, but they try to show some little about their spiritual practices to the public, to the devotees, or to the family members, to the neighbors, so that they are spiritual aspects. And the Tamasic devotees are people, they're also devotees, but sometimes they threaten the God. Whether will you grace me or not? If you don't grace me, I will not leave you. Such type of people are there. This Kalipada Ghosh is probably such type of a devotee. He threatened Sri Ramakrishna that you should shower your grace on me, otherwise I will not leave you. One day, Kalipada Ghosh and Sri Ramakrishna, they were going on the boat in the Ganga. Where the boat had reached in the middle of the Ganga, Kalipada Ghosh asked Sri Ramakrishna, please bless me so that at the fragment of my life, I should have your vision. Sri Ramakrishna didn't say anything, just he had kept quiet. Then he went to the other side of the boat and he started shaking it. That, oh Sri Ramakrishna, if you promise me that at the fragment of my life, or during the deathbed, you will come and you will give my vision, you should allow me. Otherwise, I will not leave this boat, or I will not leave your feet. Saying that, he comes and he holds strongly Kalipada Ghosh, Sri Ramakrishna's feet, and he says that until otherwise I get an assurance from you, I will not leave your holy feet. Sri Ramakrishna persuades him. Sri Ramakrishna tells, okay, let us see, we will see, etc., etc. But he said, no, you have to assure me clearly that, yes, I am blessing you at the deathbed. I do come, etc., etc. You should assure like that. Kalipada Ghosh demands. Then with there was no other go. Sri Ramakrishna says yes. And the demand of the Kalipada Ghosh was very interesting, Kalipada Ghosh, his demand goes like this. During my death, you should come. I should have a vision. And also I have heard from the people that when we are dying, sometimes we feel that everywhere there is a pitch darkness, will not be able to see the path properly. That's why I may get frightened. So you should carry a lantern, torchlight, and you should show me the path. In one hand, you should carry the lantern, torchlight. In one hand, you should hold my hand and you should show me the path. So assure me, promise me, you will come during my death, holding the lantern, torchlight in one hand. In the other hand, you will hold my hand. You will hold me and you will show me the path. This was the prayer to Sri Ramakrishna made by Kalipada Ghosh. So there was no other go. Sri Ramakrishna says, okay, let your wish be fulfilled. He blesses. And it did happen at the fag end of Kalipada Ghosh's life. When he was on deathbed, when he was just about to pass away, Swami Adbhutananji, Latu Maharaj, witnessed this incident and he says, yes, Sri Ramakrishna made his promise, or he kept his promise. What was the experience of Kalipada Ghosh? As Kalipada Ghosh himself started telling that, yes, Thakur has come, Sri Ramakrishna has come, and he's holding the lantern in one hand, and he is holding me, and he's showing the path towards my goal, towards the ultimate goal. This was told by Kalipada Ghosh on his deathbed, and Swami Adbhutananji, Latu Maharaj, witnessed this. See how blessed Kalipada Ghosh. So sometimes to have the grace of divine, to have the grace of our chosen deity, sometimes we may have to quarrel with him or her. We may have to demand something. I want this, please give. So we can see in the life of Kalipada Ghosh how had a grace, he had a divine grace of Sri Ramakrishna in his life. The other one is Golapma. Golapma again, she was in Calcutta. She comes from again poor background. Her life was very simple because there was not she didn't had a money much. So the square meal she used to have in the one of the temple there in the backside of the temple there was a small room. So the temple authorities had allowed her to stay in a small room. She used to stay, and she used to because she was since she was a child widow, she used to wear a white sari and she used to sleep almost on the mat on the floor and had a square meal, etc., etc. And he had a vision of his chosen deity, Krishna. She was so much attached to Sri Ramakrishna. After Sri Ramakrishna's passing away, she felt such a agony. Then what is the use of my staying? Because my chosen deity, Krishna, in the form of Ramakrishna, he had come. He blessed me, but now he is no more physically. Then what is the use of staying? She used to weep every day so much. Her tears used to soak the entire sari. The sari used to get wet because of her intense crying, bitter crying. When it has become so intense, Sri Ramakrishna used to appear and say, where I have gone? I'm here only. Just I have changed my room. From one room to other room, I have changed. Means from physical form, I have gone to the subtle form. I'm here. So whenever she used to have Sri Ramakrishna's visions, she used to feel little solace or happy, and she used to keep quiet. After a day or two, again she started crying. Then Golapma, she says, once I had a divine grace of Sri Ramakrishna and I had a Vishwarupa Darshana. She says that. I had a Vishwarupa Darshana. From then on, I stopped my crying for Sri Ramakrishna. So what is that Vishwarupa Darshana? Whoever studied Ishavasya Upanishad, the first shloka goes like this. Ishavasya sarvam yatkincha jagatyam jagat tena tektena bhunjita magruda kasya svidhanam. The whole world should be covered, the entire universe should be covered by the Isha, the God, because the God or the Supreme Spirit alone exists, nothing else exists. So she had a similar vision that she used to see Sri Ramakrishna in everything, in every being, in every creature, in every place. So other than Sri Ramakrishna, she was unable to see anything else. So such type of Vishwarupa Darshana, with the grace of Sri Ramakrishna, she used to see. When she used to see Sri Ramakrishna in everywhere, in every people, in every person, in everything, she stopped crying. Why? Because she is able to feel the presence of Sri Ramakrishna. She was able to see the Sri Ramakrishna everywhere. That's how, when the divine grace happens, when the divine grace falls upon us, we don't know how we'll be blessed and what will be our experiences. There is again one more narration by Mahapurush Maharaj. He is the direct disciple of Sri Ramakrishna, the monastic direct disciple of Sri Ramakrishna, is the second president of the Ramakrishna order, who is known popularly Mahapurush Maharaj among the devotee circle. His sannyas name is Swami Shivananji. Why is called Mahapurush? Maharaj is respectably for every monk they call Maharaj Maharaj, monks and even brahmacharyans. Then why is called Mahapurush? What was the great thing it was in his life? After his marriage, in his pre-monastic life, after his marriage, he had slept with his wife, but there was no any other feeling. Just he slept without any other feeling with his wife. By hearing this, Swami Vivekananda said, "You are really Mahapurush." Because when we see the opposite sex, immediately we get a sex feelings, we get a wrong feelings. But even he was on the same bed, he was sleeping with his wife, but he never got any such type of feelings. When he heard that, Swami Vivekananda, he with all folded hands to Mahapurush Maharaj, Swami Shivananji, Tarak Maharaj, he said, "You are really Mahapurush." It's because you have got a full conquer, you have conquered the lust, which is very, very difficult indeed. So that's why it's called popularly Mahapurush Maharaj. So Swami Shivananji, Mahapurush Maharaj says in one place, "I am blessed by the infinite grace of Sri Ramakrishna." Okay, what happened to me, or what happened to him? If the people we may ask, okay, he had a infinite grace of Sri Ramakrishna. What happened to him? On what basis? Why is he saying that? He continues, he clears it. After having the infinite grace of Sri Ramakrishna, I raised to the height of Ishvara Koti. Again, who has studied Sri Ramakrishna's gospel and Sri Ramakrishna's life in detail, then you will be familiar with these terms. Jiva Koti and Ishvara Koti. There are different type of gradations in beings. Like we are all of Jiva Kotis. We are Jiva Kotis, just we take a birth, we do so many actions, and we acquire again papa and punya. When we perform good actions, we get punya, good merits, and when we perform bad actions, wrong actions, we acquire the result will be papa, that is sin. So based on our papa and punya, based on our good merits and demerits, again we will take the next birth. This is how it goes on happening. Whereas Ishvara Kotis, they're already Mukta Purushas. They have attained their goals. They come on this earth when any avatara purusha, when an incarnation descends on this earth to help his lila karya, to help his work, avatara work, incarnation's work, they also come along with the incarnation. They do their duty and they go back. For example, a prime minister of the country comes, there will be a group of people, his personal assistant, PA, his personal secretary, and so a group of people, they do come, they take care of the PM's belongings, PM's work, and PM's whatever is required. And after once he goes, PM goes, the whole group also goes away. So similarly, the Avatar Purusha, when he or she descends, he brings a group of people, his own band for his or her help. So similarly, the Ishvara Kotis also will come. Like that, 6 people, Ishvara Kotis also had come along with Sri Ramakrishna. One was Swami Vivekananda, the second was Swami Brahmananji, the third was Baburam Maharaj, that is Swami Premananji, Swami Yogananji, Swami Niranjananji. These are the 5 people among monastic. The one more was the householder disciple, Purna. So these are the 6 people, as told by Sri Ramakrishna himself. These are the 6 people who are the Ishvara Kotis. Now Mahapurush Maharaj says, I am the Jiva Koti. I'm a common person, a common being, just like anyone. But today, with the infinite grace of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, I have raised myself to the Ishvara Koti. See, again, one who have studied Shastras, one who have got deep insights about spiritual life and about all these things, they'll be able to understand the greatness of this one single statement. Otherwise, just we feel, okay, so Swami Mahapurush Maharaj, Swami Shivananji had a divine grace of Sri Ramakrishna. He had a grace of Sri Ramakrishna. He raised himself from Jiva Koti to Ishvara Koti. So he had some one level to other level he had raised. That's all we understand. One who has got little spiritual practice, who has got spiritual insights, one who has got scriptural insight, they'll be able to understand the magnanimity. They'll be able to understand the greatness of this one small sentence that he raised from the level of Jiva Koti to the Ishvara Koti. Then again, we see in life of Keshav Chandra Sen. Keshav Chandra Sen, as we know, is one of the prominent leader of Brahma Samaj. During Sri Ramakrishna's and Swami Vivekananda's time, Brahma Samaj had a lot of impact in West Bengal, Bengal. Of course, there was no West Bengal and East Bengal that time, on Bengal. And especially, most of the youths were the followers of Brahma Samaj, including Raja Maharaj, Swami Brahmanji, even Swamiji. Even he was also the follower. Some of the monastic disciples of Sri Ramakrishna were also the part of Brahma Samaj. Even Master Mahashaya also used to go to this Brahma Samaj. And during Keshav Chandra Sen, he was known to be celebrity because wherever he goes, hundreds of people used to go. That time transportation communication was not like the present day, but still hundreds of people used to go and to meet him, to shake his hands, to hear his lectures, to see him. So hundreds of youths and thousands of people used to go in Calcutta, wherever he used to go. Such a celebrity. He had a lot of respect towards Sri Ramakrishna. If you have studied the philosophy of Brahma Samaj, they wanted to revive the Hinduism from the Western point of view. However, the West has got about their religion, about their religion system. So similarly, they also wanted to bring the even Hinduism in that way, in their own narrow-minded thinking. So they try to imbibe the Western thinking about in India. They wanted to bring all the Western system in India, without knowing the shortcomings or without knowing the plus and minus, merits and demerits, strength and weakness. As a result, first and foremost, what they did do, they did the image worship, vigraha aradhana, image worship, whatever we do in Hinduism, they said it should be avoided. So they used to tell in such a forceful way, many Hindus, they stopped image worship, and whatever the images they had in their house, they used to take and put in the Mother Ganga. Because they are the followers of Brahma Samaj, so they will not do any more image worship. They will not go any temples. They will not bow down to in front of any images. They had own prayer system. They will follow that prayer, Nirvikalpa Nirakara prayer system, and they used to listen the sermons of Brahma Samaj, which was in very narrow-minded, narrow manner actually. Whoever study the philosophy or the principles of Brahma Samaj, we will be able to understand. Whereas the same Keshav Chandra Sen, when he came into contact with Sri Ramakrishna, his ideas got changed. How Avatara Purusha changes the mindset of the people, mindset of the entire universe or of the creation of the country, we can clearly witness in the life of Keshav Chandra Sen. So because Keshav Chandra Sen changed his outlook, there was a lot of radical changes even happened in Brahma Samaj. As a result, again, there were a lot of changes in the thinking of people's mind. For an example, already as I mentioned that regarding image worship. Of course, it is not that Keshav Chandra Sen afterwards he accepted image worship and he started image worship. No, at least he stopped denouncing the image worship. So as a result, people also stopped putting the tutelary deities into the Ganga, Mother Ganga. Slowly, this Keshav Chandra Sen understood what is really spirituality means. That is Godward journey. It is not just meditation. It is not just doing some japam. It is not just giving sermons. Rather, trying to understand who am I, or rather, shifting oneself from worldly dependence to godly dependence. Shifting from worldly dependence to godly dependence. This is what spiritual life is. That's what he understood, the Keshav Chandra Sen from Sri Ramakrishna's grace or from Sri Ramakrishna's holy company. His whole outlook, his whole ideas, his whole thinking got changed by staying in the company of Sri Ramakrishna after getting the divine grace of Sri Ramakrishna. Slowly, he changed. He understood what is really Hinduism and why there is a need of image worship, why there are so many deities, gods and goddesses in, especially in Hinduism, what was the significance, and what is the rational, what is the spiritual and scientific explanation or reason behind this image worship. All these things he knew when he got the divine grace of Sri Ramakrishna. That's how his whole life got changed. Sri Ramakrishna had left his mortal coil on August 16th, 1886, all we know. A sadhu from Ramtek Sampradaya. Ramtek Sampradaya is, they feel that their chosen deity is Rama, and they always think they do japam of Sri Ramakrishna, they meditate on Rama. Most of them, their chosen deity will be Rama. So there's a particular sect, Ramaitana Sadhu or Ramtek Sadhus. So a sadhu belonged to this cult. He had a vision, or his guru said, or he had a vision saying that there is Sri Ramakrishna living in Dakshineshwar in Calcutta, who was Rama, who was incarnated as a Rama, who had incarnated as a Krishna. Now he has come in the form of Ramakrishna. So you go and meet him. You go and get his blessings. So it is as good as you are getting the blessings of your chosen deity, none other than Rama is. So he had a vision, or he had a saying from his guru. He was very happy. From many years I'm doing penance. From many years I'm doing tapas or meditation, japam, etc., etc. Now I will be able to see my own chosen deity, Rama, in the physical form after thousands of years. He was very happy. From Uttar Pradesh, he started walking, coming to Bengal. It took few days for him to arrive at Bengal, and he came to Calcutta. He comes to Dakshineshwar and he asks Ramlal, where is Sri Ramakrishna? I have to see him. Ramlal says, sorry, you have come at wrong time. The sadhu was taken aback. Why? I had a vision that he is leaving, so I want to see him. Why I have come at wrong time? Unfortunately, few days before Sri Ramakrishna left his mortal coil, Sri Ramakrishna is no more. Sri Ramakrishna is not in his physical form. When he heard, it was a great shock for this sadhu. He collapsed there itself because all of his idea, desire, whatever is, he felt that my whole life is for whatever I had sacrificed my life, renounced my life, that is going to fulfill. My wish is fulfilled. He had such a hopes. Now his whole hopes were shattered, so he collapsed. He was bitterly crying. He was bitterly crying. Ramlal tried to persuade him. He says that what happened is happened. He has left his mortal coil. What to do? Even we are also feeling very, very bad about it. But everyone has to pass away. So similarly, even also, he also has passed away. Don't worry. Please come. You take a bath in the Ganges. I will try to give some prasad, which comes from Mother the Kali or Bhavatarini, etc., etc. But this sadhu was not ready to listen all these things because he had only one intense desire that I'll be able to see my Rama in a physical form, which is rare indeed because after thousands of years I am seeing my Bhagavan. I may have a vision of my chosen deity, no doubt, but I'll be seeing in the physical form, which is rare, rarest, which is not rarest, even which is impossible. Such a desire he had, such a happiness he had, because I will be seeing my chosen deity in the physical form. But all his desire has been now shattered. Will not be able to see anymore. So he started crying very profusely, bitterly. He didn't take water. He didn't take food. Ramlal persuaded him. He said no. Twice, thrice persuaded at different times Ramlal. Then the sadhu got angry and he scolded him left and right. Do you think that I came for eating here? Do you think that I came here to take rest? I wanted to see my chosen deity, Ishtadevata. I'm not able to see. I'm unable to see. I couldn't see. What is the fun of having all these things? Let me this body, let me go away. Let me leave this body. What is the use of this? Such type of intense uh, Vyakulata, as told by Sri Ramakrishna, such type of Vyakulata, intense longing for God vision he had. He was crying. The whole day went like this. The second day, the night also he didn't sleep. The night also he was gone crying. The second day, again, he didn't take even a drop of water. You forget about food. He was gone bitterly crying, profusely he was crying for his chosen deity, Sri Rama. Why did you do this? What did I do mistake? At least you could have waited for a few more days. I could have seen you in the physical form. Why did you do this? So second day also went like this. People saw, felt, oh, poor man, Sri Ramakrishna is no more. And after saying, still he is not ready to listen. Poor man, what will happen to him? Okay, he may, after some times, after some days, or after some time, he may come to his normal mental thinking and then he will become okay. Like that, people showed a pity on this sadhu. Third day, Ramlal he tried to pursue because he had already got heavy scoldings, but still he felt sorry about this sadhu. Third day, he saw the sadhu, he was going on crying, 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 crying. Probably the third day, afternoon, Ramlal finished Kali Mata's worship and he was coming out from the temple. And this Ram and the sadhu, particular sadhu, he wiped all his tears and he was coming with a sigh of relief. Ramlal felt, oh, so this person's, that whatever the emotional turbulence or emotional upheaval was there, it has subsided probably. He has calmed down now. I think he's okay now. Then the sadhu said, can you feed me something? Can you give some food? Ramlal was one side he was very happy and the other side he was very astonished and amazed. 2 days before when I asked, you scolded me left and right and Sala, you want now the food from me. Oh, why? What happened? You don't want to see Sri Ramakrishna? You don't want to see your chosen deity Sri Rama in the form of Ramakrishna? What happened? Oliver, what happened to your bhakti? What happened to your vairagya? What happened to your Vyakulata? Just in a mocking way, Ramkumar asked this sadhu. Sadhu said, no, I had a darshan of my chosen deity, Rama, in the form of Sri Ramakrishna. He tells that. Then Ram says, are you kidding? Are you telling lie? No. How can Sri Ramakrishna has left his mortal coil? How can you see Sri Ramakrishna now after so many days? He said, I don't know all these things. But as Sri Ramakrishna himself says, we can remember here Sri Ramakrishna's teachings, who in this Kali Yuga, in this present age, who if a person, a spiritual aspirant, spiritual seeker, if he cries with all sincerity for 3 days, definitely he will have the vision of God. We can see in the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. We have studied the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. We'll be knowing this. So we can see very clearly in the life of this particular sadhu, when third day, more or less, he had a vision of Sri Ramakrishna and he said, my dear boy, I am here. You can see me. So he had a physically he had a darshan of Sri Ramakrishna. So once he had his vision of his chosen deity Rama in the form of Ramakrishna, he was very happy. So he narrates the whole incident, how he had a vision of Sri Ramakrishna and how he was looking, etc., in his physical characters traits. He told Ramlal said, yes, that means you have got the vision of Sri Ramakrishna. You are really blessed. Then Ramlal asked, okay, you go to Mother Ganga and you have a bath and come, then I will feed you. Then the sadhu, he goes and he will have a bathing in the Mother Ganges and he comes. Ramlal feeds him nicely. After a few days, with all happiness, with all peace, the sadhu leaves the Dakshineshwar. So even after Sri Ramakrishna leaving his mortal coil, he blessed many of the people. So this gives a lot of assurance for all of us that even today, if we sincerely, if we pray to Sri Ramakrishna for his vision, for the darshan, for his grace, definitely he will grace on all of us. And one more person, Dr. Abdul Waji. He comes from Bangladesh actually. He is born and brought up in Bangladesh and he was a doctor and he was practicing his medicine under the physician who Mahendralal Sarkar who looked after Sri Ramakrishna's health. Through Mahendralal Sarkar, he had heard about Sri Ramakrishna, though he comes from a Muslim Islam religion, but somehow he had a inkling towards to see Sri Ramakrishna. Once or twice, thrice, he thought about whether should I go to Sri Ramakrishna, whether should I see Sri Ramakrishna. After much thinking, he says, yes, let us see because Dr. Mahendralal Sarkar, he tells so much about Sri Ramakrishna. I'm really fascinated to see him. Then he goes to one more physician, doctor, that is Ramchandra Datta, who was the ardent devotee of Sri Ramakrishna. One fine day, he goes and he knocks the door at the early morning. Ramchandra Datta sees, for his astonishment, Dr. Abdul Waji has come. Oh, doctor, what makes you to come at this early morning? He says that I would like to see Sri Ramakrishna. That's why I have come. And I know that you are the ardent devotee of Sri Ramakrishna. Can you take me to Sri Ramakrishna? He was very happy. Yes, why not? Please come. Just I will fresh up and I'll come myself along with you. So he gets freshened up and he goes with Dr. Abdul Waji and one more friend was accompanying. Dr. Abdul Waji's one more Islam friend was accompanying. All the three people went to Dakshineshwar. When they went to Dakshineshwar and Sri Ramakrishna's room, Sri Ramakrishna had gone to probably for a nature call in the Panchavati. Then they were waiting for Sri Ramakrishna. Slowly, Sri Ramakrishna came to his room and they all stood up with the respect, reverence. Ramchandra Datta did Sastang Pranam for Sri Ramakrishna. But these two people, because they were from Islam religion, they never had such practices and which is against their religion, religious practices, they didn't do it. And Sri Ramakrishna also never bothered about Sri Ramakrishna, never did ask anything about it. So Sri Ramakrishna himself, he spread a mat on the ground, he asked them to sit. They all the three were sitting, and Sri Ramakrishna was sitting on a small mat, which was separate from theirs, and he was just sitting and he was going on talking. And this Dr. Abdul Ji, he was witnessing the whole incident and he was very intently, he was observing Sri Ramakrishna and Sri Ramakrishna's physical nature and about his talk, etc., etc. In one of the conversation, during his conversation, this Abdul Ji felt that if Sri Ramakrishna is really a prophet, if Sri Ramakrishna is a god, then why there should be a difference between him and us? He has put a separate carpet for himself and he has put a separate carpet for us. He could have sat on our own carpet because Allah doesn't have any differentiation or distinction between creed, caste, religion, etc., etc. Because we are from Islam and he is from Hindu, that's why it's within separate. So such a thought has crossed over in the Dr. Abdul's mind. In no time, slowly talking, Sri Ramakrishna came and sat with Dr. Abdul. And while talking on God, as we all know, Sri Ramakrishna's mind went up and he was in a trance. And slowly, he came such a near, just like a person sits very close to any other person. So Sri Ramakrishna sat very near to Dr. Abdul and he was going on talking. And this Dr. Abdul had three questions. Without asking, all the three questions were answered by Sri Ramakrishna. And Dr. Abdul, in his reminiscences, he records, whatever I had read in the Quran, about the signs of prophet. Everything I was able to see in Sri Ramakrishna is none other than the prophet Pravadi of this present age. Definitely is either, I don't know whether he's God or not. At least is the one of the greatest prophet of this present age. And all my doubts, whatever I had, three biggest doubts, all my doubts without asking, it was cleared. And Sri Ramakrishna says, keep coming. Is one Maha Mantra is Avara show. You come once more, you keep coming. He told him, but the Dr. Abdul says that I feared to go. Why? Because if I keep on going to Sri Ramakrishna, probably I will lose the interest in the world or worldliness. I may lose all my worldliness. I will be attracted towards God, towards spirituality, and I may renounce the world, fearing that I didn't make a venture to go and meet him again. But once when Sri Ramakrishna had come to the Ramchandra Datta's house, I had been and I witnessed him and I received his grace. As a result, my mind is at peace and I got his grace. As a result, today I am at peace and all my doubts are cleared. Who is God? What is God? How can we know God? All these things have been cleared in me. So that's how Sri Ramakrishna's grace falls upon every spiritual aspirant, irrespective of creed, irrespective of caste, irrespective of sex, irrespective of religion, irrespective of countries, even. He doesn't have any barrier. So, if we are sincere, if we want really Sri Ramakrishna's grace and his grace and alone, if we have got that vakulata, that longingness, even today, Sri Ramakrishna is blessing so many spiritual aspirants in and is blessing so many devotees too. So let us all pray to Sri Ramakrishna to have his infinite grace on all of us so that we shall be able to try to understand who is he, and by having the grace we'll be able to cross over this ocean of samsara so that we'll be live the peaceful life and we can understand our real nature as Sat Chit Ananda. प्रियतां पुण्डरीकाक्षः सर्वयज्ञेश्वरो हरिः तस्मिन् तुष्टे जगत्तुष्टं प्रीणिते प्रीणितं जगत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ तत्सत् श्रीरामकृष्णार्पणमस्तु.